I'm Jenny. Hey, John, how are you doing today? You sound pretty relaxed. Did you finally get some good sleep last night?
Well, let's just say I slept a little better than yesterday, so I'm calling that a success. How about you, Jenny? You sound like you're in a really good mood today.
I am, actually. The weather's nice, my coffee tastes great, and I'm really happy to be sitting here and chatting with you again. It feels like one of those easy, comfortable days.
I totally agree. And you know what? When we start a conversation slowly like this, it feels much easier to speak English without stress.
Exactly. And that feeling fits today's topic perfectly.
Yes. Today, we're going to talk about something many people are thinking about right now, especially when a new year is getting closer.
We're talking about our plans for 2026, or for some people, maybe the fact that they don't have very clear plans yet.
Yeah, that part sounds very familiar to me.
In this episode, we'll have a relaxed, friendly conversation about how to talk about future plans in simple, natural English.
We'll share common, everyday sentences that native speakers really use, how to say you haven't decided yet, how to talk about hopes and small goals, and how to answer questions about the future without feeling nervous or pressured.
We'll also share some personal stories, a few funny moments, and clear examples that you can easily use in your own conversations.
So, if you're learning English and you sometimes freeze when someone asks, "So, what are your plans for next year?" This episode is definitely for you.
Before we jump in, we'd love to ask you for a small favor.
If you enjoy listening to Miss Happy English, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.
Your support helps us keep creating calm, friendly English content for learners around the world.
All right, take a deep breath and let's get started. So Jenny, let's talk a little more clearly now. When you imagine your life in 2026, what are some specific things you'd like to do? Not everything, just a few important ones that really matter to you.
When I think about it more carefully, I'd say my main plan for 2026 is to create a healthier daily routine. I want to wake up earlier, exercise at least 3 times a week, and spend less time on my phone in the evenings. It doesn't sound very exciting, but I think it would make my life much better.
Actually, that sounds very exciting to me, especially the part about using your phone less.
Right? That might be the hardest goal of all. Besides that, I'm planning to continue improving my English, not just for work, but for real conversations. I'd love to feel comfortable speaking English without translating in my head all the time.
That's a great goal. For me, 2026 is more about balance. I'm planning to manage my time better between work and personal life. I don't want to work late every night anymore, and I hope to build a more stable schedule where I have time for learning, rest, and family.
That sounds very realistic and very needed.
I'm also planning to save more money in 2026, not in a stressful way, but in a simple, steady way. For example, I want to set a small monthly saving goal and track my spending more carefully. I'm finally trying to be more adult about money.
That already sounds very adult.
And if everything goes well, I'm hoping to take at least one meaningful trip in 2026. Not a rushed vacation, but a slow trip where I can really experience the place, talk to people, and practice English in real life.
I love that idea. I'm planning something similar. I don't want to travel many times, but I do hope to take one long, relaxing trip. Maybe somewhere quiet, close to nature, where I can rest, read, and think.
That sounds perfect. What about work or personal projects? Do you have anything specific in mind?
Yes, actually. In 2026, I'm planning to focus more on 1 or 2 projects instead of doing too many things at once. I want to work slowly but with better quality. I think that will help me feel less tired and more satisfied with my work.
I really like that approach. For me, I'm hoping to learn at least one new practical skill in 2026. Something useful, not just interesting. Maybe something related to communication or personal development.
It's interesting how our plans are not about doing more, but about doing better.
Exactly. And even though these plans are quite specific, they still feel flexible. We're not putting too much pressure on ourselves.
Yes, I think that's the key. Having clear intentions, but also giving ourselves space to change if we need to.
And maybe that's the best kind of plan for 2026. Clear enough to guide us, but gentle enough to let us breathe. So, Jenny, after talking about our plans like this, I think many listeners might be thinking, those sentences sound simple, but how exactly do I use them?
Yes, and that's a great question. The good news is you don't need many complicated structures to talk about your future plans. You just need a few very common ones, and you've already heard them in our conversation.
Let's start with one of the most useful sentences. I'm planning to.
We use I'm planning to when we already have a clear idea in mind. It doesn't have to be a big plan, just something you want to do. For example, I said, I'm planning to wake up earlier, and I'm planning to focus on one or two projects.
So even small, everyday plans are perfect for this sentence.
Exactly. You can use it for habits, work, study, or daily life. For example, I'm planning to exercise 3 times a week. I'm planning to manage my time better.
Simple, but very powerful.
Now let's talk about another sentence we used a lot. I hope to.
We usually use I hope to when we talk about things we really want but can't fully control.
Yes, it's perfect for dreams, feelings, and personal goals. For example, John said, I hope to build a more stable schedule, and I hope to take one meaningful trip.
You can also say things like, I hope to feel more confident, or I hope to improve my English.
This sentence sounds positive and natural, and native speakers use it all the time.
Another very common structure we used is I want to.
This one is very direct and very useful, especially for beginners. For example, I said, I want to wake up earlier, and I want to work more slowly but with better quality.
You can use I want to when you feel sure about what you want, even if the plan is still simple.
Yes, and you don't need to make it sound fancy. Simple is good.
One more important thing to remember is that plans don't need to be perfect or fixed.
That's why it's okay to mix these sentences together. You can have some things you're planning to do, some things you hope to do, and some things you simply want to do.
And that's more than enough to talk about your future in clear, natural English.
So if someone asks you about your plans for 2026, just speak calmly, choose one simple sentence, and share what feels true to you.
English doesn't need to be stressful, especially when you're talking about your own life.
So, John, after talking like this, I feel much more relaxed about the future. It reminds me that having a plan doesn't always mean having everything clearly decided. It can simply mean knowing what direction you want to move in.
I feel the same way, and I think that's an important message for our listeners too. When we talk about plans for 2026, it's okay to speak honestly, even if the answer is simple or a little uncertain.
Yes, whether you say, I'm planning to, I hope to, or I haven't decided yet, all of those sentences are correct, natural, and completely acceptable in real-life English.
The most important thing is feeling comfortable when you speak, not trying to sound perfect or impressive.
Exactly. English is not about big, complicated words. It's about clear ideas, gentle confidence, and real connection.
So, if today's episode helped you feel a little more confident about talking about the future, then we're really happy.
And remember, plans can change, and that's okay. Sometimes the best plan is simply to stay open, keep learning, and take things one step at a time.
Before we say goodbye, we want to thank you for spending your time with us today.
If you enjoy Miss Happy English, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue creating calm, friendly English conversations for learners around the world.
All right, that's all for today.
We hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye for now.